Let me clear that up. Hold on. I ain't never stayed with nobody. Yo, sometimes you just really have to ignore somebody till they leave you the fuck alone.
We grown. I'm not your mother.
Right.
You don't have to lie.
Why are you scared? Bitch, like, shut up. Real shit, get out my face.
These niggas is not really bringing nothing to the table besides dick and headaches.
A lot of girls out here weren't taught good hygiene. Don't be embarrassed. You're a
yes,
woman. We
don't
are
not
women.
Be embarrassed. Don't have peace with a situation. It's probably not the best idea.
It's not for you. God's gonna show you what's for you. Don't let this generation make you feel like you missing out on anything.
I appreciate the friends that you can go through things with, and when you come back around each other, it's not weird.
Actions speak louder than words. Let a man come into your life and do something that you can't do for yourself. Teach you something.
A nigga that want to is going to. It don't matter what he doing, how long he doing it, how tired he is. A man that genuinely wants to show up for you is going to show up for you.
We need to take our own advice.
Literally, we do.
Shawty is one of a kind. She's the one that's on my mind. Makeup pressed out, she's so fine. New vids posted all the time. Welcome to Queen Stacy, Stacy. Welcome to Queen Stacy, Stacy.
Welcome back to my channel, and if you haven't been here before, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down
below.
Today we are going to be doing a girls talk / advice. We're not the wisest people on this earth, but you know, we just wanted to give our opinion on things that you guys asked. So we're just gonna go down the list and we're gonna get right into it. This is my
y'all already know. Hello, come on.
I don't have to say too much, but Big Rosalie in the building, you hear me? Y vamos a empezar porque yo quiero darle mi... Yeah.
Me too.
All right. So let's start. Let's get straight into it. First advice or question. It says, how do you deal with your single friends who do not understand your relationship? So we can bounce off of each other and answer our own if we have different opinions on it. But you really shouldn't deal with your friends. Like, your friends have nothing to do with your relationship. At the end of the day, a friend should be like, you know, an open ear, a shoulder to cry on, if anything. Your friends should not impact your relationship in any way because it's you and your partner, not you, your friend, and your partner. Feel me? So that's really how I feel about it.
I feel like we all been in that predicament because I've been in a relationship and had single friends like telling me stuff in my ear. But it's like, at the end of the day, if you have an understanding with your person, like, yeah, you vent to your friends about situations, but at the end of the day, you're the person in the relationship 24/7. So it's like, only you can really make decisions for yourself. You could listen to their advice, you feel me? But that don't necessarily mean you have to follow their advice. And your friends should support you whether you follow their advice or not.
Next one, it says, how do you deal with heartbreak? Personally, I feel like I used to deal with heartbreak really bad. Like, I used to be crying in my bed, depressed, in the dark, not eating, not talking to nobody, like just really, really down bad. And I've gotten to a place in my life where I just see the best out of everything. Like, I believe that God does everything for a reason. So if you're going through a heartbreak, focus on you. Learn yourself again. Thank you, baby. Learn yourself again. Learn what you like. You know, love yourself, because I feel like also when you're with a person for so long, you start to depend on happiness based off of someone else, and you can't do that. Once you're happy with yourself, heartbreak really won't affect you like you think it will. It's hard to let go of a person that you're close to, that you might sleep with every night, that you do everything with. You feel me? They know everything about you, but sometimes God places situations in your life for you to learn off of. And that doesn't mean things can be over forever. You might cross this person again, and who knows, y'all might
rekindle. You never know.
Y'all might rekindle. You never know. So just give it time. Find peace. Keep yourself occupied. Don't let yourself feel that. Don't speak that into existence, because the power of the tongue is very real.
Me personally, how to deal with a heartbreak, I feel like don't be hard on yourself. I feel like we make situations harder than what they actually are all the time. I tell Stacey this all the time. It's something that we talk about all the time. Take people for who they are and take situations for what they are. And take everything with a grain of salt. Like, we're all human. We're not perfect. We all make mistakes. And you just got to get up every day and get over it again. Like she said, and I'm real heavy on it, power of the tongue. If you keep yourself in that state of mind, you're going to stay in that state of mind. If you tell yourself, this is all happening for me, not to me, you're going to go about the situation way better. And like she said, some things are not forever. Like, you might be feeling like this right now, but that don't mean you're going to feel like that forever. Like, your person can still be your person 10 years. Look at Ashanti and Nelly. They got back together after like 20, 30 years.
That's crazy. So just...
What's meant to be will always be. But sometimes people just be a lesson or a certain time in your life, and that's okay too.
This question kind of jumps off of that. It says, do you believe you can rekindle an old connection or rebuild an old connection? Yeah. Like, I 100% believe so. Maybe you guys are not the people you want to be in the moment that you guys are dating, and you might separate and learn new things, grow individually, and who knows, a year from now, 2 years from now, you might run into that person again.
I believe you definitely can rebuild an old connection, but I feel like it has to be both parties willing to do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a one-way street. And this goes for friendships, relationships, even family members, you feel me? It just, like she said, like sometimes you need to love people from a distance. Like, it's okay to love people from a distance. And if it's meant to be, it'll be.
Sometimes you do need separation. When you're around somebody too much, or you too used to somebody, too comfortable, sometimes you need that space to grow. Like, if you're too comfortable, you're never really gonna grow. You're too comfortable. So you need that space to be uncomfortable and learn new things and do more things and change yourself.
And I feel like forgiveness plays a huge part in it as well. If you're not willing to forgive and forget, then don't even try to do that. Like, if you're still gonna go into that like old connection and try to build a new one, and then be on some like, oh, but you did this to me, you did that to me. Like, you have to start on a clean slate.
We had to zoom the camera out because it keeps getting blurry, and I don't have time for that shit. So next one is advice on how to stop being lazy and stay motivated. How to let certain people go. That was like 3 in 1, I feel like. But to stop being lazy and be motivated, you have to really think about the life that you want. Here you go, Mama. You have to really think about the life that you want. You think sitting on the couch, being lazy, not doing nothing is going to get you somewhere else? Like, only you can change the situation that you're in. So you not being motivated and you not wanting to do anything is going to leave you in a hole. It's going to leave you in the same spot that you was in last year, the year before that. You have to really get up and want it for yourself, because motherfuckers can't want it more than you. People fail to understand that you can want so much, and you're not doing nothing. So what are you going to do? What are you going to get? Nada.
I don't have nothing to bounce off that. I feel like you hit off every topic. Like, consistency breaks resistance. Faith without works is dead. You can have faith that you're gonna get to this place. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But if you're not putting in the work,
you're not gonna get nowhere.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
God can only do so much for you. You gotta put that work in.
Someone said, is it bad that I get mad at everything he does? If you are at that point, then that's when you need separation. If someone annoys you so bad, like everything they do irks you, they can breathe wrong, move wrong, say something wrong, the way they talk, anything. If everything about that person is bothering you, then you need to find a different solution. Like, you can't be with that person, because I feel like at the end of the day, you're really hurting that person too. Like, they don't even mean to make you mad about everything that they doing, but you just generally bothered by everything. You got to a point where you just need space. You need space from that person.
Bouncing off what she said, separation is the best thing. Sometimes you need that space to miss somebody. You need that space to think about, okay, what is it that this person really brings to the table and what don't they? Like, weigh out the pros and the cons. Exactly. And if the cons outweighs the pros, you already know what you got to do at that point.
You got to go.
Yeah.
Oh, it says, how can you genuinely tell if a man is in love with you? If a person is very reassuring, show that they all about you, they just so giving and loving and nurturing, that's how you know a man is really in love with you.
I agree with what she said, and I just feel like a man that really, because we're talking about like relationship-wise,
yeah,
right?
like, how do you know a man is in love with you? Like,
I feel like a man that really takes his time with you. A lot of men like to rush into everything, don't really be thinking about how a female might think about things, and I'm talking about just in general and sexually as well. Like, I feel like a lot of men be so quick to like, all right, like I need to get this nut off. Like, I don't even care about her. Like, a man that really takes his time with you, like outside the bed and in the bed. Like,
yeah,
I feel like
intimacy is big. I'm not gonna lie.
yes, exactly. And somebody who really takes the time to understand your love languages, like,
or even understand you. I want you to know me inside out, not outside in. I need you to know why I get mad at these things. I need you to know why I get so irritated fast, or why this makes me happy. What happened in my past that I'm this way? Like, sit down with me, talk to me, listen to me, understand me. Like,
take
someone
time.
who I don't have to always, oh, I need this, I want this, or I like this, or I need you to do this. Like, no, you should just, as a man,
lead.
As a man, lead. As a man, lead. Like, a man who leads and doesn't make you feel off about yourself when you want him to lead. Someone who's dominant, so you can be submissive. You can depend on them. I feel like that's love for real.
Yes, that is love for real. Like, somebody that takes their time with you. Like, let's say I'm tweaking about something. You don't start tweaking on me because I'm tweaking. You start trying to figure out why it is that I'm tweaking. Like, what can you do to help me from tweaking?
How can I help you not feel this way?
Yes.
And then let me change that and actually change that, not just talk, because it's like actions speak louder than words. A man can tell you he in love with you, he can do this, he can buy you food sometimes, take you here sometimes. That's not love. I feel like people get this misconception about like what is love or what when somebody fucks with you. Like, just because people is doing the bare minimum like that, if that's enough for you, then you need to raise your standards for real, because that's nothing. You can do that shit for yourself. Let a man come into your life and do something that you can't do for yourself. Teach you something. Feel me? Let him teach you something, because it's bad out here, boy.
It is. A lot of these niggas is not really bringing nothing to the table besides dick and headaches. Real shit.
But want you to bring the whole table. The whole table. Like, come on. Oh, okay, this is kind of a good one. I feel like social media has put this perspective of like what a man needs to do and what a man is. And like someone asked, is it acceptable when a man works all day and does the bare minimum when he comes home?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna say,
one.
I'm not gonna say it's acceptable, but like, let's say, are you working all day and coming home? Like, y'all could both go in on house things. I don't feel like all house things is a woman's job. I don't, because I have experience like staying with someone, and I feel like, or not. Whoa. No, I have not stayed with no one. Someone staying with me. Let me clear that up. Hold on. I ain't never stayed with nobody. I've experienced someone living with me, and I think that it should be a two-way thing. Like, you should wash the dishes sometimes. You should clean the bathroom sometimes. You should vacuum sometimes. So I don't know how I really feel about that. But if he's working all day, you can't expect a man to just come home and like work his ass off all day. He pay the bills. But she says does the bare minimum when he comes home. So I'm guessing bare minimum with house things.
I think that this person is basically saying that like their man works all day, be tired, so when they come home it's just like, I'm tired, like I'm not trying to
do nothing.
I'm not trying to do too much.
I don't know. I think there's a certain extent to that, really, because I would be bothered too. Like, you just working and coming home and I have to do everything.
Right.
It really depends too if you're working though, because if you're not working and you just a stay at home, like, damn, the least you could do is clean up and make a meal. Like,
try to help out so that he's not
just
working his ass off and coming home and can't even, and you feel like he can't even do the bare minimum. But
right.
On my side of this, I don't know. I feel like I'm biased because I'm just biased. I'm not even gonna speak on it. But I feel like a nigga that want to is going to.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter what he doing, how long he doing it, how tired he is. A man that genuinely wants to show up for you is going to show up for you. Because honestly, I feel like us as women, which is wrong, we do settle for the bare minimum a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It really don't take much to make us happy. Like, we just want to see the effort. Like, we want to see you actually trying, and that makes me happy. Like, if you trying to make me happy, I'm happy because I know that you care. So I don't know. Like, I don't know what her bare minimum was.
Right.
But a man that really wants to is going to. I don't care how tired he is from work. Period.
It says, what is one standard you make when you get into a relationship? Like, what is one standard you have to have when getting into a relationship? Having your shit together in a way, having goals. Like, I just can't be with anybody. Me personally, I've been working for so long for myself, fending for myself. I can't be with someone that's like, I feel like I'm taken care of. It should be a mutual thing. We should be helping each other elevate.
For me personally, definitely those two, of course, I feel like are very important. But my like number one is honesty.
Nah, facts.
Just be real with me, please.
We grown. We're grown.
Like, that lying shit throws me off. I will respect the truth way more. I don't care if it hurts my feelings. I don't care if that shit about to make me throw up and cry for 2 weeks straight. Tell me the truth. Like, loyalty is everything to me. Like, I want to know that even on bad terms, you still are going to be loyal to me. You're still going to respect me enough to tell me the truth. Like, I'm just big on honesty. Keep it real with me. I'm going to keep it real with you. We grown. I'm not your mother.
Right.
You don't have to lie.
Why are you scared? We too grown for that shit. It's annoying.
Facts. I'd rather be hurt with the truth than comforted with a lie. Period.
Mm-hmm. How can you introduce a friend to God?
Invite her to church.
Mm-hmm. Invite her to church, or like send her scriptures that might like comfort her so she can feel closer to God. Preach the word to your friends. We literally have Bible studies together. Every morning we read our own books. If not, we read them together
and
out loud.
If I read something that I feel like Stacey's going through and I'm not with her, I'll send it to her and vice versa.
Yeah, vice versa. I feel like it's always good to keep each other on top of everything spiritually, honestly, because everything is better when you have God in your life. And who doesn't need God? Like, let's say your friend really down bad. You know, you see her drinking a lot, going out a lot, not really communicating with anybody or closing herself off. It should comfort you putting that in her life. And God would love that.
Show people what God has done for you. You know, be a testimony for people. Like, I will share my experience with somebody if I know that that's what's going to help them move on to the next step of their life. Like, showing them what God has done for me in my life, what he has helped me get through, I feel like it will help somebody else too. So yeah, and I just feel like invite somebody to church. Invite them to church. I go to one of the we go to one of the best churches in Houston. I stand on that.
I love
Every
it.
single person that has came to my church has fell in love with my church. So I feel like just invite somebody to church and let them see what God is doing for others. Like,
Right. Hygiene tips in general. Hygiene tips. As a woman, you should stay on top of your things. I'm not saying you gotta get your nails done all the time, but it's not bad to, get your hair done, get your nails done. Make sure you're using the right products. Make sure you're washing down there correctly.
make sure
I'm
you're going to
big.
see your doctor every 3 months.
And it don't matter if you fucking or not. Like, you never know what you touched or what you smoked on or whatever it is. Like, always stay on your P's and Q's with yourself. Your body is most important than anything. So I just feel like you shouldn't be out here stinking. Carry some deodorant, a little baby deodorant. A lot of girls out here weren't taught good hygiene. So a lot of them are lost. They don't know what's good for down there or up here, whatever it is. So definitely educate yourself on that. Cause
Me personally, I can vouch for that. I grew up with my father. I didn't have a woman teaching me like this is what you have to do as a girl. Like, my dad don't know. He's a whole nigga himself. So I had to learn a lot of things as I got older. And I agree. Like, walk around with a little Listerine, a little baby travel with Listerine. Walk around with a baby deodorant. You feel me? Like, just stay on top of your stuff. Us girls, we're not like men. Like, they have their thing that's out there, Like, ours is closed off, so it gets more moist and stuff down there. If you feel like
you're human, okay?
Yeah.
You're human. Things happen. Like, make sure you're taking care of yourself at the end of the day, especially if you out here fucking and stuff. It's a dangerous world out there. It's just bad. It's bad. So
If
even
you feel like you need to take that second shower, take that second shower.
You
Don't be
should.
lazy. There's a lot of things that throw off pH balances. Like, the social media like to portray like you can only get your pH balance thrown off by having sexual
enough
intercourse
water,
with somebody else.
tight panties, like drinking too much anything but water,
Color
Casamigos,
panties that are colorful and you feel me that are not cotton.
wrong
Like,
soaps, like anything can throw you off.
Seafood.
Anything. Eating too much of one thing, like all of that can throw you off. So just make sure you educating yourself. Ask your doctors. Don't be embarrassed. You're a woman. We
don't
are
not
women.
be embarrassed. I feel like that's number one. Do not be embarrassed. It's just okay to ask for help.
I'm not embarrassed.
It's okay to come to your doctor and be like, yo,
This happened.
my
or,
armpits been smelling crazy lately.
Why am I
Like,
sweating so much? Like, what's going on? Like, shit like
Yeah.
that. And
that's what they're here for. They're here to help us. So use those options that you have for help.
Exactly. Advice for virgins. Oh, this is a good one. Don't rush yourself. Don't let this generation make you feel like you're missing out on anything. Don't let this generation make you feel like you need to be out here fucking because girls are being fast. Like, no. Save yourself. Don't rush having sex. It's not what people make it seem. That freaky shit is not all that. Like, at the end of the day, it's your body. Your body is your temple. So treat it like it's your temple.
I agree with everything Stacey said, but just to piggyback off of that, also just don't be hard on yourself. We're human. I feel like a lot of girls, it could even be men as well, we get very emotional when it comes to like the topic of sex or like who to lose your virginity to and stuff like that. If you made a mistake and you lost it to somebody that you really didn't, that you might regret losing it to, it's okay, baby.
You're bound to lose your virginity. Like,
It's okay. You don't have to be
we're
hard on
human.
yourself about it.
Yeah.
Like, just don't be hard on yourself about it. Also, I feel like just pray on it before you do
Pray.
certain things. If you don't have peace with a situation, it's probably not the best idea.
It's not for you. God's gonna show you what's for you, and when it's time to do whatever it is, you feel me? We're
We
human.
worldly,
Yeah.
we in the world still. We're not always
So-
gonna make decisions based off of godly things. It's okay to make mistakes.
How to get a man to leave you alone? I already blocked his number. Yo, sometimes you just really have to ignore somebody till they leave you the fuck alone. Like, some people just don't get the hint. I don't care. I don't want this. I don't want that. Like, leave me alone. And if he don't leave you alone, restraining order. Restraining order. That's literally what I had to do before. Like, a man just keep harassing you, keep antagonizing you, keep pushing your buttons. Like, sometimes you just have to take it to the law. You hear me? Take it to the law, because some men really be obsessive out here.
And
like,
it's not an obsessive that is like, oh, that's toxic, that's cute.
No, it's
obsessive.
not
It's
cute.
obsessive, like, bitch, you're about to die if you don't cut ties with this man.
yeah,
Like,
or even like you really about to be hurting, because sometimes men will go to the extent of shit and won't literally leave you alone.
and you
Like,
don't know what men are capable of.
I've been there, done that, and it's not cool. It's not fun. It's not cute. It's nothing. That toxic shit is not cute. Once motherfuckers is done, just keep it at that. And if it's not respected, then like I said, take it to the law. Because what else you gonna do?
I agree.
So
Cut all ties in whatever ways you can on your end. Don't go to places that you know they might be in. Like, do your best to avoid the situation. But at the end of the day, there's only so much that you as one person can do because it's two parties involved. So, like Stacey said, if you gotta get a restraining order on a motherfucker, a fucking order of protection, do that.
something. Call the cops.
Do whatever it is that you need to do to make you feel at ease with the situation, period.
All right, this is the last one that we're gonna ask. I feel like this is a good one because bitches is weird these days. So it says, I admire your friendship. Key to keeping long-lasting friendships. Oh,
Communication.
All right. Yeah, communication is so big. It's not only with relationships, like it's with friendships too. Communication is very big. If something bothers you, talk about it, like understand each other, explain to each other why, you know, like I feel this way because of this, Rose, or you know, I'm acting this way because of this, or today I'm not having a good day, so I might be a little off. Like communication is very big. You have to see who's really your friends. Like you feel the vibe, you know what it is when you fucking with somebody. Like you have to treat every single friend differently. Not all my friends I treat the same. Not all my friends I tell the same thing to. You just have to really know your place with certain people. The key to long-lasting friendships is that communication,
comprehension,
comfort. Like I need to find comfort with you to even be this close to you. You know, like I have to be at ease, at peace when I'm with you. Your presence makes me feel good.
I agree. I don't really have nothing much to add on to that. I just feel like communication and comprehension is key, because you could be communicating to somebody, but they're not comprehending it, so it's not really getting anywhere. It takes a level of maturity, honestly, to be able to keep a long-lasting friendship.
I should be like, shit, me and Rose argue. Like, me and Rose argue.
Y'all see how he is on social media. I think everything is all goody dandelions and shit.
We argue, we have our times, we have our moments where we be like, bitch, like, shut up. Like, real shit, get out my face. Like, get the fuck out my house.
It takes respect, too.
To be cool. Like, it takes respect. It do. Like,
cause shit, if Stacey tell me, bro, get out my face, I'm like, I respect it. Like, I got you. Like, I'm gonna give you your space.
I might be like, no, like, why, though? Like, what? Let's talk about it. Like, what you mean? But I'm be like, all right, I'm gonna give you time, we're gonna talk about it.
Facts.
And, like, even, shit, me and Lena just got into a big-ass argument. I still love her to death. Like, we can get into an argument, we can be in each other's faces. Tomorrow, I'm gonna love you the same. Today, I'm gonna love you the same. You feel me? So,
you can't do that with all type of friends,
like,
though.
Some people, you
That's
can bring something.
Who your real friends
real
are.
shit. That's how you know who your real friends are. When y'all can bicker, argue, whatever, and still be cool, or motherfuckers don't cross the line. Like, it should never get physical or nothing like that within you and your close friends. That's how you know, too. Like, shit should never cross the line, personal business, none of that. Like, it's a level to everything. Especially, like, social media shit, too. Like, I could never befriend a bitch that hit social media with nothing. Ever. You could never be in my face again.
Hell no, I don't even.
It's a lot of shit that tied between a good ass friendship, and I feel like that's why the people that I'm close to right now in my circle, I feel like that's why we are so close, like we are, because God is in the center and we respect each other. You know, we have our moments, but we understand each other, and I feel like that's also very important.
And one thing that I appreciate, OD, just to add one last thing, I appreciate the friends that you can go through things with, and when you come back around each other, it's not weird. Like,
yeah, it's not.
Like if me and Stacey argued 20 minutes ago, or let's say whatever, like let's say me and her argued yesterday and we come around each other today, it's not like
it's not weird. It's not like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's just like we bounce right back. Yeah. That's how you know when the friendship is genuine.
And like when I'm wrong, my friends tell me I'm wrong. Like, your mouth was crazy and you did too much. And I'm like, all right, like, I understand that. Y'all know how I am. I'm going to work on that. Or, like, you know, if they wrong, vice versa. It's like that. It should never be like, oh, bitch, fuck you then. Like, I'm never talking to you again. Like, if you can't argue with somebody and be cool the next day, that's not your friend. Like, that really shows. I shouldn't bicker with you, or, like, I shouldn't give my
opinion. Because y'all bitches be taking y'all cheating ass niggas back 100,000 times.
But you can't take me back. You want to break my heart? You want to break my heart? But I take my friendship so serious. That's why I love this question, because it's like, these are the people I'm with every day. Like, I don't have family in Houston. Rose really like my sister. Lena damn near like my sister. Like, Fendi my brother. These are the people that I wake up and I be like, you good? Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. I love y'all. Have a good night. I'll see y'all later. I'm with y'all today. I'm with y'all tomorrow. You feel me? Those are the people that you should show the utmost respect for, whether you have off times or not. So, yeah, we hold our friendships very close. And like I said, God is in the center of everything. So, with that,
just makes it better.
Yeah, with that being said, I feel like we touched the point on a lot of things.
We killed this.
We killed it.
We are very wise women.
We are. We need to take our own advice.
Literally, we do.
Make sure y'all go tune into Rose's channel, and we're going to keep throwing out bangers for you guys. We love y'all, and we will see you guys next time in the next video.